Hello. We're a couple miles in, almost to Gilbert Lake. Just past a little pothole lake. Saw a bunch of trout in there, and it is a gorgeous day. You can see we're pretty up high. Owens Valley behind us. Willow's leading the way. She's doing a really good job on this setup. All right, baby, ready? Let's go. We're having a great time. There's waterfalls everywhere. We probably passed 3 or 4. For instance, here's one out in the distance. There's a couple more on the same side of the mountainside that we're on, so you can't see it. But the colors here are fantastic. In the Sierra, just perfect time of year to come. It's about 60 degrees right now. Very comfortable for hiking. So far, everything's really going great. So, I didn't bring the GoPro on this hike because I broke it on the last hike. Not sure how much video I'll take, but I did bring the good camera. I'm going to try and get some nice shots with that. Hopefully be able to share those. And we're just going to keep moving along this trail, moving towards Gilbert Lake next, then Flower Lake, then Matlock Lake, and that's where we're going to camp. Wow, this must be Gilbert Lake. You made it, babe. Look at that. Gorgeous. So here we are at Gilbert Lake. Nobody here. Just a perfect day. Really spend a lot of time here. And what's nuts, I don't think you can see it. Maybe if I do this. Nah, it doesn't really help. There are trout everywhere in this lake. I can see them. There's one coming in right here. They're not huge. They're plentiful. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We don't have far to go. I think I might take a little break. Willow's already getting comfy in the water. Good girl. Going for a swim. Good shake. Okay. Well, here's something funny. I brought my rod and I brought the lures, but I forgot to bring the reel. So there will be no fishing on this trip. And of course, I'm here at Gilbert Lake and there's nobody here. And look at this. See it. Look. Can you see this? Trout. Trout. Everywhere. There's trout. They're everywhere and they're pretty big. Look, there's one there. There's one there. There's a bunch in here right by shore. Oh yeah, that's a big fish. I'm far away. Could have been dinner. This must be Flower Lake up here. We'll go take a quick peek. Make a left turn and head over to Matlock. This way. Hey, this way. Come on. Good girl. Straight ahead. Look at this. Okay. Okay. Wonderful. Good girl. You go swimming. Nobody here. Look at this. Here we are on Matlock Lake. Just gorgeous. Once again, it's hard to find words for it, but it really is just striking. Essentially where this trail ends. We did it, babe. Oh, smell something. Yep. Looking good here. Water is very clear, as would be expected. Nobody around. I hear running water from this direction, which is west. Might go check that out. But it's very peaceful. Well, I was already having a good time. So now I just need to find a camp spot. I'm thinking somewhere over here on the eastern shore. There's another lake called, actually they don't have names. There's some lakes to the east here that are unnamed. Might go check those out. It's only about 2:45 in the afternoon. Let me switch here. See, proof I'm here. That's pretty great. And plenty of time to hang out, relax, go find a primo camping spot since there's no one else here. Okay. Alright, this is campsite option number 1. First one I came across, you can see it behind me. Just took off the backpack for the first time, but this spot's nice and flat. There's some rocks here and rocks here for wind coverage. This is nice soft gravel. And actually, it's kind of cool because you get this view between the trees of the lake and the mountains. So I just dropped my backpack off here, and we're gonna go hunt for other spots. Right, Willow? Yeah, that's right. All right, let's go. Come on. This is campsite option number 2. This little spot here is nice and flat with these trees behind it for wind coverage. It's rocky out in front, so I'm not sure how much dirt is here, which might be an issue with tent stakes, but we can check that out. But then the view would be this way, towards the west. Willow likes it. We're gonna keep looking though. Often when I'm looking for a spot, when I find it, it's like, yep, this is the one. And I think I just found it. There's this flat spot right here that my tent will fit nicely. And it's sheltered with some rocks and some trees here. And it's just kind of right on the lake, which is awesome. Just gorgeous. So I think I'm gonna go get my bag, and it's gonna be option number 3, right there. Night 1, we just finished having dinner. Willow ate so much, she was starving. She's been such a good girl so far. Got camp all set up. Pots and pans are cleaned. Everything's basically ready for bed, so I think we're just gonna explore around this lake while we still got some sunlight. You can see in the background here. Let me show you Willow. Hey, sweetie. Hey, you having a good time? We got our tent here. First time using the new Nemo. Got our chair set up. Got water for the night. That's what all this is. Water. And here's our view. As the sun just went down, probably going to start to get chilly here pretty soon. Alright, just exploring around. We're coming up on this little lake. I think it's called Slim Lake, if I remember the map correctly. But there's this camping spot that's just perfect. Look at this. Maybe tomorrow night, if I stay, I'll move over here. I like my spot right now, but this is like your own little private oasis. Oh, let me get a better view here. Put that up there. There's like a cave way up there. And there's some sort of waterfall going on over here, but can't see it from this side. Yeah, look. Very cool. Yeah, look at that. I'm going to see if I can get the zoom lens on the camera in a minute here and see if there's anything that lives in here. It's quite the cave. Yeah. Crazy. Oh well. Are you pulling? You want to keep going? Oh, look at that. It's the Alpine Glow. She's like, come on, we gotta go look at those mountains. Good girl. Let's keep going. I feel like I'm filming the same thing over and over again, but it really is just lake after lake after lake, just within a short walking distance. Such a cool spot. Gorgeous here. Look at that. Look at the reflection. I should get a reflection shot. Look at that. Good morning. It's morning of day 2. We just spent the night. Willow actually did quite well. I was able to use a new sleeping bag, and it really helped me sleep better than usual, even with this little girl in there waking me up a couple times. But she did way better than I thought. And now we're just going to have some breakfast. Beautiful morning. All right, ready for breakfast, sweetie? All right, let's go. Come on. Good girl. So the food is this way. I'm required to use a bear canister in here. So it's always best to keep it a little ways from your tent, in case it does attract any hungry animals. I'm going to make myself a cup of coffee, and I'll show you what's for breakfast. And here's the view. Oh, Willow's stuck. Oh, you stuck? I'll come get you in a second. Here's where the little bear canister's hidden away, with food in it. Alright, this is a two-handed operation, so I'll be back. Okay, right now I just have Willow's water warming up. There's a good half-inch layer of ice on top of her water bowl, so I'm just melting that for her. And then, here she is waiting for it. Hi, sweetie pie. Hi, good girl. Over here we have our breakfast spread. For me, strawberry granola cereal. It's actually pretty good. This is a bag of freeze-dried dog food from a company called Honest Kitchen. Willow loves it. It's human grade. It's like chicken and pumpkin and oats and peas. All just freeze-dried, so you mix it with water, it kind of turns into like an oatmeal consistency. Kirkland baby. And then these are some dog treats, couple different types of instant coffee. So that's what we're up to this morning. Oh wow, look as the sun comes up what it does to those mountains. This place is fantastic. Okay, one last video before breaking down camp. I'm gonna start packing up as the sun's coming up here. Willow's feeling good. She was a little confused this morning, but we got some food in her and now she's super playful and happy. One last look here. There's actually a waterfall up in this direction that I'd like to try to get some pictures of, but I'm waiting for the sun to get on it. So, yeah. Gonna start packing up camp. I think it's like 8:30, 8:45 in the morning right now. No rush. We're gonna take our time, but we are gonna head out today. Hit the road. It's only about a 3-mile hike back to the Jeep. So that only takes an hour or so. What a cool spot. We had this whole lake to ourselves. It's kind of funny because this is the shortest hike I've done, but the most secluded. Okay, all right, yep, good girl. Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get it. Give me that toy. Give me that toy. Give me that toy. Give me that toy. That's my toy. Give me that toy. Good girl. Good job, sweetie boy. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that toy. Give me that. Oh, that's mine. Get it. Give me it. Give me it, you little nut. Give me it. Give me that. Give me that toy. Give me that toy. Give me that toy. I'm gonna get it. Oh. Hey, sweetie, come. Sit. Spin. Bow. Good bow. Sit. Here. Good girl. Down. Spin. Good girl. Okay, we are all packed up. It's about 10:30 in the morning. We took our time. No reason to rush. We're gonna walk around this lake a little bit before we hit the trail. Here's the backpack with everything all ready to go for when I get back. Here's the Willow all ready to go on a walk. As you can see, the sun's lighting up the west side of the lake here. And I think we're gonna maybe go walk around back in here and see what we can find before we hit the trail, which is back in the other direction, and head back to the truck. So I'll take pictures along the way, and if anything exciting happens, I'll check in then. And in case you're wondering what Willow is chewing on, it's the ice that came out of her water bowl this morning, because it did get pretty cold last night. The tent was covered in frost. Everything froze. Willow doesn't mind. So just before we came on this trip, Willow and I had a little bit of a scare on an off-leash walk that I was doing with her, where she got scared and ran off and wouldn't come when I called her, which is unusual. So I was a little worried about having her off-leash out here. But so far she's been doing a really good job. I think she just spooked herself. There were some weird circumstances, but now she's been doing a really great job. I'll let her get off ahead in the distance, but she'll wait for me. And if I get too far, she'll just come. See? So she's been doing a great job. Good girl. I do have her leash here with me. Just don't have it on her at the moment, in case we do come across something. Let's see, she checks in. Good girl. And if I just stay here, she'll go a certain distance and then stop and look back. Good girl. And if I call her, Willow, come! She does such a good job. Good girl, you're gonna get a treat for that. Willow's off in the distance somewhere, out of sight. So we're gonna do a little test here. Willow! There she is. Good girl. Good job. Such a good girl. Look, it's a wild creature. I'm letting Willow lead the way. She's going to take us to some hidden treasure, I hope. Maybe some gold. Come on, let's go. Alright, we're just finishing up our trip here. Maybe 10 or 15 minutes till we get back to the Jeep. The adventure was a success. Willow did great. I had a ton of fun. The whole trail, all the lakes along the way on Matlock Lake were beautiful. There's barely anyone out here. So, that being said, I think that's going to conclude this little overnight adventure. Willow will be happy to get back to her bed, I'm sure. Here's a quick view of where we're going, towards the Owens Valley there. So until next time, happy trails. Alright, here are the stats from the hike. Since this was an out and back, I only recorded on the first half going out to Matlock Lake, which is what you're looking at here, but we did take the same exact route on the way back. The trailhead was right near the Onion Valley campground at about 9,100 foot elevation. We made our way a little over 3.5 miles to Matlock Lake, gaining almost 1,500 foot elevation on the way there. We passed Little Pothole Lake, Gilbert Lake, and Flower Lake on the trail. Put our peak elevation at the campsite right about 10,750 feet. So this place was just absolutely gorgeous. I had a great time. Willow had a great time. Hope you enjoyed the footage. Thanks for watching.